Hello, this is Shone. I'm a marketing strategist with Tea Leaf Marketing. And over the last 30 years, I've worked with companies like Danka, Gateway 2000, and Dell Computers writing their systems and processes. And all that time, I've pretty much became a CRM and an email expert. So what I'm going to show you right now is the benefits of a CRM. Now, a CRM is a contact relationship manager. And the reason most companies use these is just so they can make more money in less time with less effort and build the relationships needed to close the deals. And the way they do that is they enter a contact. So you can go right here and you can add a contact. This is with any CRM, by the way. It doesn't matter whether you're using Salesforce, Zoho, Infusionsoft, Greenrope, whatever you're using, you can add a contact in here and you'll be able to have their email address, their phone number, a lot of other information about them. You can customize these areas pretty much. If you go down here, you'll see that I have a picture of myself in here, my email address, the name of my company, as well as my contact phone numbers. So another thing you could do is once you edit this, you can add more stuff like their website, their fax number. In this particular CRM, I customized it to where I can give them a discount if I want for 30 days. I can follow up and say, look, if you buy right now, you get a 20% discount, and rather than whatever the amount of money I was asking for, it will be this for 30 days. So those are other things. You could send them a happy birthday email. I'm glancing over this stuff real quick, but what I really want you to know about is the benefits of the sales funnel. And what you'll find is in the activities, you can add a new activity and you could say all these things, people reading emails and downloading them. But what I want to show you first is I want to show you this particular guy right here. His name's Joe Schmo, okay? And Joe Schmo, we're going to edit him and we're going to see we don't have his title or company name, but once we do call him, we can start adding this up and start building that relationship that's required. We can also go in here and see and make notes on him, which I'll go into it in a second. But first, I want to make this guy a new lead. So this is the sales funnel. You have the new lead, the qualified lead. Are we prospecting, trying to find out who else needs to rubber stamp this? Did we send a proposal? Are they evaluating it? Did we win or lose the deal? Are they going to go on a webinar with us? Is this the decision maker or just an employee? So we can know all of this as we're going through the sales funnel. So I made him a new lead, so I'm going to save this. And here's what's really cool. You're going to find this in all CRMs. Is I have this thing called opportunities. Opportunities is your opportunity to make more money with your business by following the lead through the whole sales funnel. So this is the funnel. And you can see we have new lead here, qualified leads, prospects, and proposals. Now these are all the new leads. And I can see their values by phase, and I can see the opportunities. So I can see there's 4 people in here. And if I close all 4 people, I'll make 23,000 people. And this is the value, the amount of money that they're worth if I open and close the business. So when I click on this, excuse me, all the leads show up over here. So I have this example person, this example, and there's Joe Schmo that I put in there. So I'm going to call Joe Schmo. When I click on this, I can say, hey, Joe, how are you doing? And he's talking with me, and I can say new activity. And he answered the phone, so we talked. And he told me, hey, he's really busy. He has to go take care of his 57 Chevy. So Joe has a 57 Chevy. So I'll ask him, great, is it a station wagon or is it a coupe? Is it a Nomad? And he says it's a Nomad, all right? So I go, oh, I love those cars. Is it the original color, blue and white? And he'll go, no, it's red and black. So I know he has a red and black Chevy, and I go, hey, Joe, I don't want to waste your time, but is it a show car or just do you travel in it? And he says it's a show car, and he's going in a show next Thursday. Showing next Thursday, right? So I could say, hey, great, Joe, I'm going to let you go. I'd love to call you back later on. What would be a good time to call you? And he could say, okay, well, why don't you call me next week at around on the 17th, next Wednesday. So I'll say, okay, I'll call you next Wednesday at 8:45. So I have this all set up. So what's going to happen is I have a little calendar, and this is going to show up later, but I don't want to get too detailed. But what I do want to say is that he's no longer a new lead. As I talked to him, he said he has the money, he wants to move forward, so he qualified, but I don't know too much about him other than he's the CEO of Starbucks, right? So I'm going to save this. Now, when I go back to my sales funnel, he should be in the new lead right here. He should be in right here, but he's not. There's Joe Schmo right there as a new lead. But since I moved him, when I refresh this, you'll see that he moved. He's no longer in here. Now he's in here. He's a qualified lead. And now that he's a qualified lead, he's right there. Now, when I wake up in the morning or come into work for the first day, I can call all of the new leads, because those are the most important people you want to talk to. Remember, you need to call your new leads before someone else does, because someone else is going to call them and close them, and you want that someone else to be you. Once I have them qualified, now I can move them through this whole process, building relationships with them. So as I go in here, I can see that Joe Schmo, say like I'm the CEO of the company and I want to know what's going on with Joe Schmo. Well, I know he has a 57 Chevy Nomad. I also know that his wife's name is Mildred, and she likes to do yoga. She likes to eat cheese. I don't know why I put that in there. He has a son that likes heavy metal that has a 3-legged cat named Art. And his daughter is Emily, and she likes to play soccer, but she really likes karate. So now, if I'm the CEO, I can talk about his family and say, hey, Joe, how did that show go with your 57 Chevy? Did you win it? Yeah, oh, great, and I can start building these relationships, because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. And the way you get people to know, like, and trust you is you let them know about you as you get to know about them. And then you can also put other things in here that have to do with the sales process that the client doesn't need to know, but your CEO does. So in a nutshell, that's exactly what a CRM does. These are a lot more powerful than what I just showed you. I'm just showing you the sales funnel and the process thereof. Again, this is shown. I'm with Tea Leaf Marketing. I'm a marketing strategist. And it's been great to present this to you, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Have a great day.